J45, what's going on, man? Rude Jude, Lord Sear. Here's the All Out Show. What's going on?
We got a listener that actually wrote a book, man. That's pretty fucking cool, ain't it? I think so. He wrote this book called Debt U, How Higher Education Breeds a Lifestyle of Debt.
Okay.
I've been saying this shit for a long time. I'm glad someone wrote a book about it. Logan, what's up, bro?
What's going on, Jude and Sear?
Hey.
What's up, man? Welcome to the show. You called up Feel Good Friday a couple weeks ago, and we said we'd get you on, and look at that. We got you on. Hot
damn. I appreciate it.
Let's talk about the book, man. What inspired you to write this book?
Yeah, well, I'm 29 years old, and I just graduated from college 6 years ago, and I realized in college that everyone that was going there, we had the best intentions in the world, and thought we were going to get out and make all this money, and racked up all this debt and student loan debt, credit card debt. Then we got out of college, we kept racking up the debt, and now a lot of people find themselves, 28, 29, 30, 32 years old, and they got a big pile of debt and not much else to show for it. So I've been talking about this for a while.
All right, so when you got out of college, how much debt did you have a year out of college?
Yeah, I had about $19,000 total in debt, which actually isn't that bad nowadays.
Still, 20 grand is a lot of money.
It's 20 grand. You don't have a job, you don't have anything to do. So yeah, when you're in those shoes, 20 grand is a lot of money.
It seems to me that like the the degree is worth less and less. Maybe someone that goes to Yale or an Ivy League school that's actually using their degree as not so much as a degree, but it's more networking with other people, other rich people in high up places. What do you think about the degree, and how much weight does it have as opposed to maybe 30 years ago?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I talk about in the book, Debt USA, if you don't go to a top 50 school in your field, then you really should look at what you actually pay to go to that school, because unless, like you said, you're going to Yale, Harvard, something like that, the rest of the schools, they all kind of blend together after a while. So look at what you pay for. But like you said on the degree not being worth as much, you just look not even 30 years. You just look in the past 10 years, since 1999. Cost of college tuition in America has gone up over 100%, but the average starting salary for graduates has gone up only about 20%. So every year it's worth less.
How could it go up 100%? Is it because there's just more people that are willing to, more people are fighting for the same spot? What's the deal with that?
It goes up 100% because every one of us went to a college that said, man, you don't go, or a high school that said, man, you don't go to college. You be flipping burgers or something like that, and then they push everybody to college, so that pushes the prices up of college. Then now everybody in America has got a college degree, and there's not that many jobs to go around. So I think it's high school that they give you a false sense of hope that, man, if you go to college, you make all the money, you pay back all these loans, won't be a problem, but that's not really the case.
It's almost like this new form of it's a new form of enslaving yourself to the system. You go to college, you get in debt, then you get a job. You can't really, you get a job, and you really can't afford to talk shit back to your employer. You got to kind of take what they give you, because you have to pay back this debt, and then you might get a wife, you might buy a house,
a car,
yes,
yeah,
have some kids.
Piling up.
Get a divorce, and then the next thing you know, you're just working to pay for all this bullshit that you've accumulated and don't have much to show for it.
Well, yeah, not to mention my generation, or people that are age 20 to 35 now. Most of us are still going to be paying back our student loan debt the day our kids go to college. So how's that going to work? How are we ever going to save any money for our kids to go to college if we're still paying back what we spent?
So, all right, that's crazy. So I'm guessing that you are suggesting that people go to trade schools more, or what are some of the things that they can do instead of go to college?
Yeah, I'm suggesting that a lot more trade schools, 2-year programs. I'm suggesting that community colleges kind of beef up where they are in the system and the kind of programs that they give to people. But also, I'm really pushing for, in high school, we need a mandatory personal finance class. There's no one in America that can call up right now that could give me a reason why we don't have a mandatory personal finance class in senior year of high school in every high school in America. And I think that's where the problem starts. And then if people go to college, they don't know what $20,000 in debt is. You know, they don't know what $50,000 in debt is. And that's just how the spiral starts. So, you know, we got to start with education.
Logan, you're right. Yeah, just even like showing a motherfucker, teaching them about credit and how to balance a checkbook. You know what I mean? Like, my parents never taught me about credit, and it's haunted me throughout my whole life. You know what I mean? Throughout my whole life.
You're everyone in the book. Everyone in JU says the same thing. I wish I would have learned about this earlier. I wish I would have learned about this earlier. And it's crazy to me that we don't teach this stuff in high school. I can't figure out the reason. So I've been bitching about it for a long time, so I put my money where my mouth was and wrote the book.
All right, we got a gang of people that want to talk to you about this. The phone lines are full. We got Logan Abrams. He's a listener to the All Out Show, and he's an author. He wrote the book Debt You, and he's just talking about some real ass shit that's going on in America, man. It's like cats is going to school, getting in debt, and coming back and living with their parents because they can't fucking afford. They can't afford shit. 888-742-3345. We got Logan Abrams here, y'all. Don't go anywhere.